in the car, driving up the river, catching the fish, I caught the big fish, and driving home. Let's try another one now. Suppose you were writing an essay in your history class about the prehistory of the United States Constitution. You've got to focus on how earlier events, documents, governments, and so on influenced the drafting of our own Constitution. You want to include at least 5 specific events, so you're going to draw 5 boxes. Now remember, storyboards go in chronological order from the first event to the last event. So you're going to start with the earliest documents, and you're going to move on to the latest documents and events. What I'd like you to do now is pause the program and try this yourself. Draw the 5 boxes, fill in each document or event, and then come back. Here's my sample storyboard for this essay. You can see that I've chosen 5 of the events, documents, governments, etc., that some historians believe had an influence on the drafting of the United States Constitution. In the first box, I placed Greek democracy. Then I put the Roman Republic in the second box, then the Magna Carta, then the Enlightenment, and finally the Articles of Confederation in the last box. Of course, there are many different ways to fill in this kind of storyboard. You might have included, say, the Charter of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, or even the Declaration of Independence, so don't worry if your storyboard varies from mine. The important thing is to get specific events in each box in time order. And notice that for abstract ideas, a little sketch or icon and then the appropriate phrase does the trick nicely. A storyboard is really just a quick illustrated timeline that can help get your brainstorming juices flowing. Now let's take a look at another type of charting. This one is a 2-column chart. It's very useful when you're writing about 2 related people, places, things, or ideas. Let's say that you wanted to write an essay about whether fast food franchises should be allowed to serve and prepare meals in school. One of the nice things about charts is you can use the same topic or a variation on the topic, and you can develop it in different ways. So I'm taking a topic that I used earlier, giving it a little bit of a spin, and showing you now how to use it in a 2-column chart to develop a slightly different essay. Would you now complete the following chart on the topic, should fast food franchises be allowed in schools? Put your pros, your advantages, on the left, and your disadvantages, your cons, on the right. What I'd like to ask you to do is please pause the program and try it yourself. Then come back. Here's my sample 2-column chart on the topic, should fast food franchises be allowed in schools? How does my chart compare to your chart? I have the advantages on the left and the disadvantages on the right. My first advantage is fast food franchises generate a lot of money for schools. Schools can use this money in many different ways, for example, for textbooks or school supplies. My disadvantage is the schools then lose their autonomy, that's their independence, because they're relying on outside funding sources. Going back to the left, another advantage, children like the taste of fast food, so they'll be more apt to eat their lunch. But a disadvantage is children don't get the vitamins and the nutrients that they need from fast food. Go back to the left. Big advantage is schools save a lot of money because they don't have to hire cooks and cleaners and other people to serve in the cafeteria. But the disadvantage is fast food is greatly contributing to the obesity epidemic among America's youth. Now I have enough to write my essay because I have 3 topics on one side and 3 topics on the other side. Fourth method is called free writing. Free writing is exactly what it sounds like. You simply just start writing. You don't do any planning. You let your brain roam. Absolutely, without any hesitation, write about whatever comes to your mind. Don't worry about your spelling, your punctuation, or your grammar. Just concentrate on getting your ideas down. Leave yourself about 2 minutes, then take a look at your free writing and see what ideas pop right out of that. If you get a little bit tense or nervous when you do this, turn off the computer monitor or close your eyes when you write. And then when you open them or you look back at the monitor, you'll see some ideas pop right out at you. Let's give it a try. Some people argue that students fail in schools because of dull subject matter, poor teaching, or inadequate families. Agree or disagree? So put your pen down, write on the paper, and just start writing. Give yourself 2 to 4 minutes. Here's what I wrote. Students don't wash out because of poor schools. They fail because of lack of effort on their own part. Learning isn't acquired by chance. It's a deliberate effort. You've got to come to class prepared with your books, your pens, and your notebooks. You've got to pay attention in class and really listen to the teacher, and you can't let your mind doze, you can't dream. You have to do your homework. You have to study hard. You can't spend all night watching TV or hanging out with your friends. You have to take control of your own learning. Schools can only do so much. Even the best schools can't help you if you don't put much effort in. Now, this is certainly not a finished essay. I don't like the tone. It comes across as sort of hectoring and lecturing, and it's a little bit stuffy. But I might pick out a couple of the ideas here that I like about not sleeping in class, about coming to class prepared, and take those ideas and use them as the basis of my essay. Let's talk about asking questions. It's our 5th method of brainstorming. With this brainstorming method, you ask questions. There are 6 of them. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. They're usually called the 5 W's and the H. This method forces you to approach a topic from several different vantage points. It helps you narrow your topic and focus your ideas. As a result, it's a very good method to use when you want to make sure you have the details that you need to write your paper. Let's try it now with a rather technical topic, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Down the left-hand side of your page, write who, what, when, where, why, and how. And then see how much detail you can fill in about these. Here's a sample response. How does it compare to yours? Who? JFK, assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. What? Assassination of the 35th President of the United States. When? November 22nd, 1963 at 12:30 p.m. Where? Dallas, Texas, outside the school book depository. Why? Oswald was killed before he could explain, so we don't know. And how? With a rifle. Now, you probably can't answer all of these questions, but that's okay, because now you know you've got to go to a reference source to get the details to fill in the facts. So you might want to use an encyclopedia or an almanac or a reliable website. If you can't answer all of these questions, you don't have enough detail to use to write your essay. So now what I would like you to do is to pause the program and list the 5 methods of brainstorming. Then come back. Here are the answers. Number 1, listing. Number 2, webbing. Number 3, charting. Number 4, free writing. Number 5, asking questions. Don't worry if you didn't list them in this specific order. That doesn't matter. As long as you listed all 5 of them, that would be fine. If you missed some, go back through the program and review the parts that you didn't remember. Because what you're going to want to do is try all different methods of brainstorming. Sometimes one will work better in a specific situation than the other, as we discussed. So, for example, if you're taking a standardized test and you're feeling a lot of pressure, you might find that free writing works better for you. But maybe the next time you take a standardized test, listing works better for you. So you want to know all 5 methods so you can switch off, so you never get stuck and you don't sit there and think, oh my gosh, now what do I do? You'll always have something in that tool bag, and you can just reach in and take out one of these methods and try it. And if that particular method doesn't work, you can try another one. So again, review the program to make sure that you're familiar with all 5 methods. In this program, you've learned all about brainstorming. Using the 5 techniques will help you get started when you have an assignment, a general topic, or when you've got to come up with your own idea. Try all of these techniques to see which ones work best for you. Remember, consider your purpose, why you're writing, your audience, who you're writing for, and your topic as you brainstorm. Well, we've come to the end of our program. Thank you. I hope you found this instruction helpful and you've learned some things that you can use to take your written communication to the next level. Be sure to join us in the next program in Video-Aided Instructions Upgrade Your Writing series, Organizing Your Thoughts. We'll review some important strategies and techniques that you can use to add logical flow and predictable structure to your writing. Thanks for watching.
When you're serious about learning an academic subject or scoring high in a test, there's just one name to know: Video-Aided Instruction. We don't waste your time with goofy skits, corny jokes, or silly sing-alongs. We get right to the point. Real teaching by real teachers. Visit us online at videoaidedinstruction.com to learn more about our exciting line of educational programs. As we say here at Video-Aided Instruction, press play to learn.
Do you want to earn better grades in school or boost your scores on standardized tests? Do you want to increase your fluency in English or improve your communication skills at work? Or do you simply want to relearn those forgotten grammar rules? Well, look no further. Video-Aided Instructions English Grammar Series is a great resource for everyone, whether you're new to English or you've been speaking it for years. Our one-of-a-kind series can help you master even the most complicated grammar topics. Be sure to view the entire series: English grammar sentence structure, parts of speech, sentence complements, verbs, pronouns, agreement, modifiers, parallel structure, punctuation, and spelling and capitalization. So don't let mistakes in English grammar embarrass you or hold you back. Let Video-Aided Instruction help you eliminate them from your speaking and writing forever. If you're getting ready to take your SAT, don't forget, your score can make or break your chances of getting into the college of your dreams. That's where Video-Aided Instructions SAT Series, a complete SAT course on DVD, can make all the difference. Our comprehensive SAT series will help you prepare thoroughly with insider strategies for making sense of tough reading passages and sentence completions, mastering the tricky rules of grammar, usage, and mechanics, crafting a well-written, high-scoring essay, unraveling those mind-boggling math problems, avoiding lengthy computations by using proven shortcuts, and much more. Get that all-important edge over the competition with SAT Critical Reading, SAT Writing, and SAT Math. After viewing these exceptional programs, you'll be able to take the stress out of SAT success and maximize your score.